Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is David Novak. I have been reading The History of the United States by Henry Adams, which Library of America publishes in a 2-volume set. Volume 1 covering the presidency of Thomas Jefferson and Volume 2, the presidency of James Madison. I have no early American history at all, virtually, and so it's not easygoing. I'm vaguely comprehending matters around the edges, but sometimes the gist of it is lost on me. A lot is responding to the Alien and Sedition Acts of John Adams, the second president. So in this passage, we're getting into Thomas Jefferson's first annual message to Congress. And I don't really understand a lot about this. It's a very interesting paragraph, but I could certainly use some help in just making more sense of what's going on here. If you want to refer to this in the book itself, it's the first volume of Henry Adams' The History of the United States on page 173. So talking about the first annual message to Congress. The message put economy in the place of principle in dealing with patronage, while in regard to constitutional powers, it ignored the existence of a problem. In this silence, which for the first time since 1787 fell on the lips of those who had hitherto shown only jealousy of government, in this alacrity with which Republicans grasped the powers which had, as they affirmed, made monocrats of their old opponents, a European would have seen the cynicism of conscious selfishness. Certain phrases in the Constitution had been shown by experience to be full of perils, and were so well established by precedent in their dangerous meaning as to be susceptible only of excision. The clause which gave Congress sweeping power to make all laws which a majority might think necessary and proper for carrying the Constitution into effect was, as settled by precedents, fatal not only to the theory of states' rights, but to the doctrine of strict construction on which American liberties were supposed to rest. The war and treaty-making powers, with their undefined and therefore unlimited consequences, were well understood. These loopholes for the admission of European sovereignty into the citadel of American liberty were seen in 1800 as clearly as when the children and grandchildren of the Southern statesmen broke up the Union because they feared the consequences of centralization. Yet Jefferson called no man's attention to the danger, took no step toward averting it, but stretched out his hand to seize the powers he had denounced. If you know of a good YouTube video which discusses that, I would love to have some direction on this. Probably it's much too involved and complicated to really ask anybody to write out an answer for me exactly what is being said here. I will leave it at that. Thank you very much for stopping by my channel.